Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I'm going to talk to you about psychedelics and specifically who benefits from loosening restrictions on psychedelics and marijuana. And I'll put a link to this article in the description for the video. President Donald Trump signed an executive order to boost research into the potential therapeutic use of, and I can't pronounce this word, starts with a P, LSD and other psychedelics. And before I go any further, I am not making a political statement here. I don't care what your political views are. I'm just telling you what's going on and how this might help people in the behavioral health space. In a separate move, the Department of Justice has just reclassified marijuana as a Schedule III drug. Rachel Hoopsick, a professor of health and kinesiology at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, place I went to many times on a road trip to see my Wolverines play. An expert on substance use and mental health spoke with News Bureau Life Science editor Deanna Yates about the potential consequences of these changes. As of April 23, 2026, the Department of Justice has placed Food and Drug Administration-approved marijuana products and marijuana products subject to a qualifying state medical marijuana license into Schedule III, which the DEA classifies as drugs with a moderate to low potential physical and psychological dependence. Wow, that was a mouthful, and I'm not sure if I agree with it, but okay. In practical terms, reclassifying marijuana as a Schedule III drug could reduce some federal barriers to medical research and bring more legitimacy to therapeutic study. But it does not erase the larger legal or policy problems. Marijuana could still be subject to the Controlled Substances Acts and related federal criminal prohibitions. So they're not saying, hey, it's a free-for-all, but, we're going to take a look at this. It sounds like there may be some medicinal use for this. And look, I know I have put out a lot of videos about marijuana and kratom, and a lot of you got kind of ticked off about it. So I'm going to try and be as clear as I can. Number one, I'm not talking about banning marijuana. First of all, it wouldn't work. We saw that with alcohol. Two, we are still living in a free society. And number three, do I think there's medicinal benefits to marijuana? And apparently to kratom too. Yes, I think that there could well be. And I think that this new rescheduling might lead a way to maybe some more concrete evidence to support that. But, and ironically, 30 minutes before I made this video, I got off the phone with another set of parents who have a young adult child who is in psychosis because this new marijuana is just frying brains, okay? And I know a lot of you have said, well, it doesn't affect me. I'm just telling you the universe that I work in, the world that I work in, which is crying mums and dads whose kids are lost because of this new legalized marijuana. How do current restrictions on psychedelics affect research into their therapeutic potential? Current restrictions do not make psychedelic research impossible, but they do make it slower, more expensive, and harder to scale. I do think psychedelics have real therapeutic potential, and we should reduce any unnecessary administrative friction. Okay, I'm going to let you read this for yourself, but you get where I'm going with this, right? They're saying, look, we've got marijuana, we've got psychedelics, they may actually help people. It's ironic that we have a sort of more, quote, conservative administration going on, and yet they're the ones that are allowing this. They're making the changes. I think it's a good thing. And again, I'm not making a statement about the president, whether you like him or not. I could care less. The point is, I think that hopefully we're moving in the right direction, because if there is an answer to some of these questions that we've all been asking, which is how do we help more people, right? And this is potentially part of the solution. Well, you know what? I'm all for it, okay? I'm all for it, but we've got to be really careful with this stuff, because there's also the danger side, the side that I see almost every day in our office with young people who are really in crisis. And I'm telling you, there's a reason they call it a family disease. You just need to speak, just hear one phone call, okay? And I'm not telling you can listen to my phone calls, but you get the point of parents who are so distraught because their adult child is not just living in another universe, but they're in complete denial. Okay, how do we change this? How do we get them help? I mean, they got to go to treatment, and because they're in denial and they cannot even make the decision to save themselves, somebody has to make it for them. Now, on this one call I had, this child had been Baker acted multiple times, and I told him, if you don't take action, at some point you won't get her back. The state will keep her. They'll send her to a state mental hospital. They will forcibly medicate her. And if you ever get her back, you will not like what you see. So somebody's got to make that decision, and better you than the state. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on this. I'm interested to hear, different of opinion. Please be respectful. I appreciate that 99.9% of the comments, even when you call me a party pooper, at least you do it with a smile on your face, and for that, I'm grateful. It's okay to agree to disagree. It's not okay for us to be rude to each other. So please be respectful. If there's an issue going on in your family and I've not made a video about it, let me know. I'll make you a video, because if it's affecting your family, almost certainly affecting somebody else's family, and these videos are about giving you the information you need so you can decide if you want to pick up the phone and have a conversation with us. If you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. They say it helps. And if you want more of this content I make every day for you, please subscribe to the channel. And with that said, thank you for tuning in. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.